Okay, everyone, can you please stop? Whether you know or you don't know, you just listen. Okay, first of all, okay, there are some issues I want to trace out as I move around and check the way your friends do their work. Okay, first, if I want to key into Y1 in the form of fraction, you want to call out this fraction like that. So what you need to do is you need to do alpha this button. Then they allow you to put it in the form of a fraction. So that is the first thing I want to trash out. Never use divide for fraction. There is a reason for it. Yep. So that is the first thing. So second thing, whenever you are given a problem either on kinematic or rate of change, the first thing is I'm going to key into Y1 equal to 2 take away 1.5 over 2x squared plus 1. Your Y2 and your Y3 always remain as this. Especially when you go for exam. I will let this be here. I won't disturb. I will only change my Y1. So it can save my time of keying in. And your Y3 supposed to be this. Are you clear? So if your Y1 is your HX, so you have to know your Y1 is your HX. HT. Your Y2 will be your H prime T and your Y3 will be your H double prime T. So this is something that you must have in your mind when you graphic calculator, very important. You can speed up a lot of your calculation. Do you get me? Hello? So this is talking about graphic calculator. So when you see the question, very, very important. Must remind yourself what are the measurements we use. So the height is in meter. Am I right? And the time, T, is in week. So you definitely have to take notes of all that. You don't say question trick you. No one is tricky. Yeah, I said the question, I can put anything I like. So there's no trick. You can't do, not because people trick you. Yeah, don't say the question got trick. No, it's you didn't look at the question carefully. Okay, I get all these things done already, then I can straight away use whatever I have. Okay. So the first question is, so I straight away use my GC, part A, I put H0. So this one, I will call out my Y1. And I put the T equal to 0. Okay, YT have to be 0. Yes, young lady, what happened? Better remember. Okay, for part B, part 1. Okay, T equal to 1 week. So I have no issue. So I put H1. So what is the answer? 1.67. 3 significant figure, okay? I'm not going to show your substitution. I'm not going to. Okay, part 2. Part 2, I have to be very careful because it said T equal to 14 days. So I take an effort to change it to 2 weeks. So therefore, I put H2. Is it 1.67? I don't know. I'm just asking you. You say, yes, I follow lah. 1.5. Okay, 1.5, I follow you. 1.5. 0. 3 significant figure, okay? Actually, the first one, I should put 0.500. Yeah, all answer. Okay, H2. Okay, what is H2? What is the height of the tomato plant when it is after 2 weeks? 1.83. Okay, 1.83 meter. Without unit, it's up to me whether I want to deduct your mark or not. Okay, now part 3. After 4 weeks, so H4. What is the answer? 1.9995. Okay, thank you, meter. So in this part, if I set the question for these are cases, so you will get your 4 marks easily. Each one 1 mark. So you must know how to use your calculator. You don't waste time. Okay, now, part C. Okay, B, what is the average rate of change? Okay, part C, they say, as time passes, okay, when you see this word, just now I go around, I see some of you know what to do with this word. As time passes. So that means I put as t tends toward infinity. That is very good. That is called, whenever you see the question of this word as time passes, means you translate it into max as t tends toward infinity. So now, when you look at the height function, that is 2 take away 1.5 over 2t squared plus 1. So the issue is 2t squared. So what happened to 2t squared plus 1? What tends to what? 2. What tends to what? Infinity. You have to analyze step by step. Okay, then what happened to 1.5 divided by 2t squared plus 1? What tends to what? Yep. 子罕. Huh? You don't know this one. Okay. Try not to answer me by say, I don't know this one. Look, 2t squared plus 1 is infinity. 1.5 divided by infinity. So what is the answer? You sure? You try to take out your calculator, 1.5 divided by 10,000. You see what you get? So things is like that. Whenever a teacher asks you a question, try not to answer straight away, I don't know. Do you get me? You must give yourself opportunity to look at the thing, try it by yourself. Do you get me? Saying I don't know is a easy way out. Everything we do, if we always find easy way out, then that's it. At the end of the day, we are the one who will suffer. You get what I mean? Okay, so can or not? Very small number. So in max, if it's a very small number, what do we put? 0. Understand? So that is how we speak in max. So how about the height then? which is 2 minus 1.5 divided by 2t squared plus 1. It will tend toward what? This is 2, this becomes 0. So 2 minus 0, it will tend toward 2. But will the value be more than 2 or less than 2? You take away a positive value, correct? So it definitely have to be less than 2, am I right? So we write there from below. Okay. So what is the question? The question says, the height tends toward a limiting value. What is that limiting value? So we can straight away answer. The limiting height is 2 meters. So what does that mean? So if I want you to interpret these two, the meaning of the limiting height is 2 meters. So how are you going to put it? If I want the meaning of this. Do anyone want to try? Yes, this means the height of the plant will not grow beyond 2 meters. So that is how we interpret. Are you clear? Okay. So may I know what is your limiting height? My limiting height is 1.67. What is your limiting height? You still can grow. Yeah, human will grow like that or not? So do you think now my height is 1.67? 167 cm? Shorter, huh? Okay. Yeah, never mind. So D. Okay, very important, huh? Everyone listen to part D. Whenever the word average rate it implies, we learn in first principle, correct? Which first principle, which one represent average rate of change? Is it dy dx or slope of the chord? So remember, average rate of change is the slope of the straight line or we call it the chord that joining the 2 points. That is, in this case, they want the average rate of change in the first 14 days. So 1 H1, 0 H1, 0 H0, and 2 H2. That is called average rate of change. So you have that 2 points. So the average rate of change will be equal to H2 minus H0 divided by 2 minus 0. That is called average rate of change. Remember that. Your SAT2, definitely there will be one part on that. to test you the understanding of the average rate of change. Clear? So can you tell me what is the answer? You got your graphic calculator, correct? You can just call out your y1, you put into, you call out as a fraction. Okay, y1, 2, bracket, take away. If you don't want to call out as a fraction, you should put bracket. y1, 0, then divide 2 minus 0. If you don't want to call out as a fraction, you have to type like that. You must put in bracket. If you call out as a fraction, then you just key in. Okay, you can just give me the answer. You don't have to do any substitution at all. So what is the answer? 0.665 or 667. Yes, 665, huh? Okay, what is the unit of measurement? This is in meter, this is in weeks. So meter per week. Are you clear? Would that be okay? Okay, so you see, so if I come out in kinematic, I ask for average change of displacement, also the same. Are you clear? So the keyword is average. Okay, can I move on? Can I move on to part E? Okay. Now, for part E, do you see the word find algebraically? Either by calculus or find algebraically means you have no choice to differentiate. Are you clear? You cannot use your graphic calculator, but afterward I will teach you how to use your graphic calculator. Okay, H T is equal to 2 minus 1.5. I bring it up. So I have to find my H prime T. So mark will be given for this part. That is called algebraically or by calculus. You differentiate 2, you get 0. For me, if I do it by myself, I will not put 0. So chain rule, bring down the power, copy down the whole thing, bring down the power, copy down the whole thing, faster. Power, take away 1. Cannot stop there, continue. Multiply by 40. Okay, so I simplify this. I use my calculator and calculate. Negative 1.5 times negative 1 times 4. So what is the answer? Huh? 4.5. 6. Okay, 6. So 6 over 2t squared plus 1. Done. And I write down the unit of measurement. Meter per week. Done. Okay. So this is the first part answered algebraically. Okay, so now I answer part 1. I want H prime 0.2. Okay, if you are smart enough, are you going to type in the calculator like that? I'm not going to. I write down this already, correct? Do you know what am I going to do? You call out your Y2, then you type in 0.2. Relax. Why not? What do you mean by the whole thing times by negative 1 point? Oh, there is a T up here, sorry. So here is 0.2. There's a T up there. Haha. You see, don't miss out the T. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not going to, I substitute. I substitute, but I'm not going to use my G. I'm going to use my GC. I call out my Y2. Then I put in 0.2. So what is the answer? So sometimes you have to be smart. Yeah, you ask me to show algebraically, I show everyone. So the rest, how am I going to calculate is up to me. Am I right? Okay, so what is the answer? 4.0 what? 1. 1.03. Okay. Meter per week. I have to go and see and D already. Okay, part 2. Same thing. 4 weeks. So H prime 4. So equal to 6 times 4. Divide. You just put in the number. Then you call out your Y2 again. So what is the answer? Zero 0.02220. Okay, so it grow, the growth rate become smaller and smaller, but it's still positive. So show that H prime T is always greater than 0. Okay, so I want to go to part F already, huh? Okay, part F. The one you can check the answer. I got give the answer. Okay, part F, I got my H prime T equal to 60 divided by 2t squared plus 1 squared. So they say, show that f h prime t is greater than 0. Okay, so now, so I start with t greater than or equal to 0. So 60 will be greater than or equal to 0. Am I right? So my h prime t make up of 2 parts. One is 60, the other one is 2t squared plus 1 squared. Will be greater than or equal to 0. Am I right? So therefore, my h prime t, a positive number divided by a positive number, what do you get? You get positive. So what is the significance of this? If the rate is always positive, what does it tell you about the height, the changes of the height? Conclude. Yes, the plant is always growing. Correct? It's always growing. Or you can say the height of the plant is always increasing. Also can. Yeah. So up to you. So that is the significance of it. Okay, now let's go to part G. So for part G, using the Using your graphic calculator, estimate the value of t when h prime t double prime t equal to 0. So to get this, what graph must we plot? Can we plot h prime graph? No, if you plot h prime graph, h graph, okay, everyone, you plot your h graph. Your h graph will grow like that. This is your y equal to ht graph. Am I right? So the inflection point is here. So what you need to do is you need to plot your h prime t graph. And you find the coordinate x of the turning point. Am I right? Hello? Am I right? So can you please plot your h prime t graph? See how the graph goes? The graph go like that. Is it go straight up or let me have a look. Your h prime t graph will grow like that. Why I don't want you to put your h double prime t? Do you know how to plot your h prime t graph alone? The graph go like that. So you look for this one. Okay, please. You should be able to get the coordinate of the turning point, correct? Okay, what is the value of x1? .4. For what? Exactly for? Give me 3 significant figure. 4, 0, 2, 8. Must give me 3 significant figure. Huh? So here is 0.408. Are you clear? That is how I get inflection point, x coordinate of the inflection point. So from there, now I can answer what the question one, they say, using your graphic calculator, determine the value of t for which h double prime t equal to 0. Okay, so I determine it. What does this point tell you about the rate at which the height is changing? What does it tell you? Inflection point, this is a non-horizontal inflection point. So now you tell me, at t equal to 0.408 weeks, the plant is growing with the what? Hey, inflection point. Hello? Quick. Fastest rate. That's how you answer. Okay, so I want to find the rate at this time. So can I have the coordinates of this one? .37. Fastest rate of 1.37 meter per week. Done. Are you okay? Can or not? So you see, it's the same as kinematic, but here we learn one new thing from this example. That is how to find the average rate of change. All right? Okay, can you please try second example? And please try exercise 3F. So tomorrow I will discuss about it. Then Thursday I will talk about optimization. Yep. Then Friday discuss some of the question on optimization. So you have the whole holiday to catch up with your work. Okay? So thank you, class. Anyone got an issue, you please let me know.